Hi everyone, this is a quick video to talk you through how to correctly structure and answer imagery questions in your National 5 RUAE exam. Now, unlike the other videos, the 2019 SQA paper that I've been using does not really have any good examples of imagery questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how to structure it and give you an example so that you can go away feeling confident about this. Now, just a reminder, just like word choice, you are unlikely to be asked a question specifically about imagery. You might be, but you are much more likely to be asked about the writer's use of language. So in that case, this is what you can answer on: word choice, imagery, sentence structure, or tone. Now, of course, we're going to ignore these three and focus on imagery for the rest of this video. Imagery is examples of similes, metaphors, or personification. Anything that is two things being compared to try and bring the writer's words to life, really. So that is what you're looking for when you're looking for imagery. Just like your other question types, we do have a structure for you to help you answer this, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so it might not make sense without the blanks, but we'll stick with it for now. So you're going to start by quoting. So hopefully you have went through just like you have for your other questions, and you've bracketed off the correct lines. You have highlighted anything that you want to quote. So you're going to start by quoting that. You're then going to say, just as blank, so too blank. This suggests blank. Now, stick with me for now, okay? So we'll look at an example. So if, for example, you had found the quote, she was as busy as a bee, right? So we'll keep it very simple for this one. And the question is asking you to describe what is going on, right? Okay, so obviously it's more simple than you would be asked, but it'll help us understand the structure here. So you would quote as busy as a bee, squeeze it in there, and then in this first blank, just as, you're going to tell me what bees are actually like. So you're going to say, just as bees are always moving, they're always buzzing about, aren't they? And then you're going to say, so too, what is this person like? So too, she is on the go, non-stop. Okay, now this, just like we were with word choice, this needs to bring you back round to the question. So you would say, this suggests she has a lot going on. Now, obviously not ideal to not have a question, but hopefully that lets you see how to structure it. I have another example for you. Let's maybe a bit more complicated, more like what you would actually be asked. So imagine you're reading a passage about a bookshop, and they're talking about their book delivery, and they describe it as being an avalanche of books. Okay, so this bit here. And your question is something along the lines of this: how do we know the bookshop was busy? Okay, and this is how you would structure this. So you would start, hopefully you would underline this, an avalanche of books, and you're going to start by quoting that, an avalanche, or an avalanche of books. Then you would structure your just as, so too, like this. So just as an avalanche is massive and sudden, so too the bookshop had loads delivered at once. The books came in like an avalanche. This suggests it was busy. Okay, so this is how you should correctly structure your imagery questions. And just to clarify, you get 1 mark for your quote and 1 mark for your analysis. So 1 mark for your quote, 1 mark for your analysis.